Hey, Ho Squad and Ho Nation. It is time. I'm diving in to summertime. I'm diving in with everybody else. So let's talk about summer tropical fragrances. I've already done some affordable ones. Now we're going to talk about some tropical vibes that I have. So we're going to talk about, because we know we're going with these lists, we're going with these top 10s because you know y'all love the top 10s. So let's talk about my top 10 tropical vibes for the summertime. Maybe a little honorable mention. You never know. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we're going to start out with the no, I'm sorry. So when we think about tropicals, these are going to have notes of, like, of course, coconut, some tiare flower, a little ylang ylang, maybe some jasmine, some white florals. But really, you're going to see a lot of ylang ylang, tiare flower, frangipani, things like that, because those are the tropical florals that we love, and make us think about being on a tropical vacation. You know, just living our best life, drinking tropical drinks, having a little, a nice little pina colada, things like that. So that's what these fragrances will really really shine on those. So we're gonna start out with some classics. The first one we're gonna do is Terracotta La Parfum by Guerlain. Now, first off, this gives rich vibes. This is rich girl vibes, but I think I'm still gonna do another rich girl summer vibe. But anyway, this right here, y'all. First off, I did not know when I bought this that this was an EDT until I looked at the bottom of this, because this is actually an EDT, even though it's called Terracotta La Parfum. Didn't you think? I thought it was an EDP just because of the name. I didn't even check. Okay, but let's just get out of there. This is classic, y'all. This is giving you coconut and tiare flower with some ylang ylang and vanilla. And now it has that Guerlain vanilla, so that's where it stands out. It has that classic, classy, sophisticated Guerlain vanilla. But then it has the tropical vibes. It's got the coconut. It's giving you the tiare flower. It's giving you, for real, a little, it's giving you suntan. It's giving you beachy vibes, but high, but in the Hamptons, it's giving you rich girl beachy vibes. It's not giving you high girl summer. This is giving you classy, like you're wearing a really classic looking bikini, and with your sunglasses and everything. That's what terracotta gives to you. Next up on the classic train is, of course, Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. I've already done a whole conversation about these. I've got a whole video on my collection of Bronze Goddess. I will put it in the description box up here. And instead of me waxing on about it again, trying to explain it again, I'm just about to splice in my Bronze Goddess from that. So this is Estee Lauder's Bronze Goddess, the original Bronze Goddess right here. This, I think, might be the 2019 version. It might be earlier than that, because I think, no, this is 2019 version. So this is the 2019 version. There is an older version I've never smelled, because Bronze Goddess has been around for years. The first iteration of this was so I think the original one was in about 2011. Totally different note structure than the one that's 2019. This one I probably would have wanted, y'all. This one had bergamot, mandarin orange, tiare flower, myrrh, jasmine, African orange flower, magnolia, coconut, caramel, sandalwood, amber, and vetiver. I think I would have loved this thing. I probably would have wanted this. So yeah, this would have been a nice, cute little floral fruity. Oh my goodness. Now this one, now the newer version, the 2019 version, is like a stripped down version of that. It only has coconut, tiare flower, vanilla, amber, and sandalwood. I call this your beach goddess, because it's giving beachy suntan lotion vibes. It's definitely got that coconut and tiare flower with that vanilla and sandalwood. It is a stunner. It is a classic. It's not, you will not go wrong wearing this. It will have you smelling fabulous. Okay, so now this is giving you quintessential beach vibes. This is actually to me giving more on the yacht vibes. It is giving you are on a yacht, you are hanging out, you are just, you know, sitting on the front, getting your tan on. That is what Bronze Goddess by Estee Lauder gives to me for the summertime. Next up is Ylang in Gold by Micallef. Now, I just really like it for the gold in it. Now, remember, do not spray this on your clothes if you don't want all these gold flecks on you. And this is more of a sheen, not as much gold flecky as Atelier des Ors. Now, this is caramel, rose, and bergamot with some ylang ylang, jasmine, and orange blossom, and then vanilla, sandalwood, and musk. So let me be honest with you. This is a serious vanilla fragrance. It is a summer vanilla on me. So when I first put it on, I get that vanilla, I get the caramel more. And as it dries down, then the ylang ylang comes out and the florals. And then I still keep that vanilla with a little woody, like the sandalwood. That sandalwood and vanilla. So really it dries down to a really pretty vanilla sandalwood with a hint of ylang ylang, because the ylang ylang is strong in here, so it does carry through to the dry down. But this is a very elegant. This is not beach though. This is not beach. This is nighttime. This is summer nights. This is going out for dinner. This is a definite kind of dinner upscale vibe, summer vibe. This isn't something that I think of like I'm going to hang out, even if it can be an upscale day vibe. This is definitely a night vibe, Ylang and Gold. Now, of course, you all know about this one because this has been around. We talk about it all the time. So let's go ahead into some that don't get as much shine. All right, now this one was challenging to me, but I finally really get it. And this is Ylang Ylang Nosy Bee by Paris, Monte Carlo. Now, this one was tough for me, y'all, for real. But and I love ylang ylang. Okay, so this has notes of ylang ylang, cardamom, grapefruit, and lemon on the top. Then it has ylang ylang, jasmine, orange blossom, and damask rose in the mid. And then it ends with ylang ylang, vanilla, labdanum, cedar, vetiver, and field scabious, whatever that is. So what I'm gonna tell you is, just like it says, ylang ylang nosy bee, you better love ylang ylang, because as you can tell, it's on every level of this fragrance. So it is a strong ylang ylang fragrance. And when it starts out, you kind of, that grapefruit and lemon give it a slight zing, gives it a slight zing. But this is a really strong, heavy ylang ylang fragrance. Once you wear it, it becomes this kind of sensual vibe on you. And then you get that vanilla, so the vanilla sweetens it out. It doesn't have a really banana-like quality to me. It's more the floral ylang ylang, but you do get, you might get a hint of the banana-like vibe of ylang ylang. But for really on me, it's straight ylang ylang with a dose of vanilla and a little bit of woods. So it's really good now. I really like it. I needed time for me to like really try it a few times. And I think it also needed to mellow out because I have had it for a few years and now me and it, we good. We good. But now her and we are good. We've gotten to this point where we're good friends. I can wear her. This is a great layering. Now, I will say this is a great layering ylang ylang. If you want to up like a tropical vibe in a fragrance, ylang ylang nosy bee. Shameless plug, LuuLuu here. Remember, the decant sale is on right now. So if you are interested in getting you some decants, and I do have a sale going on, spend $75, get one niche fragrance for free, and get a free decants, and then spend $125, you'll get two free decants, free decants. So don't forget, and if you're interested, hit me up. Put it, send that. And if you're interested, hit me up on email right there so that you can go ahead and get the list and the order form, so you can just try some new things on a discount. Well, not at a, so you could try some new things and not buy a full bottle. All right, y'all, let's go back into the video. Okay, so next up is one of my favorite fragrances. And I can promise I can promise you've probably heard no one talk about this fragrance, because I have never heard anybody talk about this fragrance. The only reason why I know about this fragrance is because I Scent Explorer, when during the pandemic, when they sent out the samples, and this was a sample, and I fell in love with it. And then for a long time it was hard to find, but now you can find it. Now this is my backup bottle. I can't find my actual bottle. I don't know what I did with it, but this is Bois 1920, and this is Centenario. Oh my goodness. Now I honestly wear this all year. It's one of my favorite florals. But this is ylang ylang, tiara flower, and bergamot. Powdery notes, coconut, sandalwood, musk, and jasmine. This, I honestly wear it all year. This is a tropical powdery vibe. It's got the coconut in it. It gives it a little sweetness, a little creaminess. But really, the ylang ylang, the tiara flower are winning in this one. Baby, I love this fragrance. It's powdery. It lasts all day. It's just a really gorgeous, very easy to wear summer fragrance, because it's giving you summer vibes, but it has a little subtleness to it. It's a very sophisticated summer vibe. It isn't necessarily beach, like suntan. No, this is like elevated. This is very much going to a rooftop. I will wear this. Like I say, I wear this all the time. I bought this backup because for a long time, these Centenary was hard to find, and it's finally been on Jomashop, so I snatched up 2 bottles. I snatched up another bottle, and I can wear this all year. But in the summertime, it really shines. It becomes this like nice little, just really laid back, effortless, chic summer vibe. That powdery notes, I think the powdery notes in it brings it down so that it just you can wear this in any situation, anywhere, and smell just gorgeous. So this is Centenario by Bois 1920. Yeah, 1920. Next up is this beauty. It had a moment years ago, but it's been gone. This is Van Cleef & Arpels California Reverie from the collection Extraordinaire. It's neroli and mandarin orange. It's got jasmine sambac and frangipani, beeswax, and vanilla. This is a sunny, bright fragrance. It really does vibe like being in California, but being in Southern California. And it has, because of that neroli and the mandarin orange, it has this. It starts out with a nice citrusy vibe, but it really does become like this really pretty. The frangipani comes out, and you get the vanilla. The beeswax gives it a little heaviness which it needs in order to make it a longer lasting fragrance. So it has like this beeswax, not honey, but beeswax and vanilla vibe as it dries down. But the frangipani and that jasmine stay, so it becomes this kind of like floral. So this is a more, where other tropical ones are more floral, are more coconutty based, a little sweeter. This one isn't as sweet. This is more fresh. This is this would be going to a picnic. This would be going to a barbecue, but you trying, you just smelling, you just coming in, just turning heads, breaking necks. So this is California Reverie. All right, this is a newer one. I got it this year. It's part of the Donna Karen's. When she came in hot last year with her cashmere collection. And this is cashmere and tiara flower. I know everybody loves cashmere and Palo Santo, and don't get me wrong, I like that one too. I like it a lot. But people are sleeping on this one. This is lemon and bergamot, and then it's got the tiara flower and cashmere wood and vetiver. So it has a nice, citrusy zing in the beginning, similar to California Reverie, but not quite as zingy and bright. This, because it is part of the cashmere collection, is a little more refined, a little more laid back. I wouldn't necessarily say more refined than California Reverie, but definitely a little more, a little deeper. This is, the citruses are like a little deeper, not quite as bright. And then the tiare flower comes in, and then you get that cashmere. So it gives it a little softness. So this is like a soft floral for the soft floral with a citrusy floral for the summertime. It kind of vibes like it almost gives classic vibes like terracotta, like a terracotta vibe. But it is it's giving you a little more of it's giving you a little more uh like dinner time vibe. Like, this is definitely something that I would wear to work during the summertime, if I work during the summertime, or if I was going out with friends, maybe having brunch. This is definitely a good brunch vibe. It's giving you a brunch vibe. It's giving a nice little chill, effortlessly chic. You're dressed, you got your, you're totally styled up, and you're smelling good. This is cashmere and tiare flower. So now I'm going to come in with some sun, honey, because it's sun in summertime, right? And this is Sun Fruit by Ellis Brooklyn. No one talks about this anymore. This had a moment, and then, that was that. And we went on, and then we've got guava granitas and, other things that they've come out with. And Sun Fruit just like went by the wayside, right? But this is very sunny, very, very much this color, right? It is giving you a little fig, a little bergamot, a slight plum tree. So it's got a little plumminess to it. But as it dries down, you get this jasmine and orange blossom. And the coconut is in the bottom with some vanilla and some amber. So this is a little different. This is a much more, let me say this is giving youthful vibes. And I'm only saying that because Ellis Brooklyn does have this kind of youthful vibe, like fun, flirty, playful. So when I think of youthful vibes, I think of playfulness, flirtatiousness, a little, something that I'm going to wear. Like this would definitely be a beach picnic barbecue vibe where you're just like casual. This is a casual summer fragrance. It is not one where I'm, where if I was going out to a real serious dinner, no. But going out, for a nice, cute little lunch on a date, this would be perfect. It would be giving like, hey, we're having a great time. It's a beautiful day. We're sitting outside on the patio. Hello, hello, hello. So this is Sunfruit. Next up is Sunscape by Pearlescent Parfums. If you all don't know, I'm behind on my Pearlescent Parfums. I've got to catch up on them. But this one is so cute. It has melon, brown sugar, solar notes, lime, ginger, incense, lavender. I'm sorry, olibanum. So it's got frankincense, and I don't know why I say incense and I don't know, bergamot, vanilla, sweet orange, violet, and lupin. That's what it says. But let me tell you, what really stands out is that melon. This is a melon fragrance. And when it says solar notes, it does. It gives you this bright, sunny vibe, like the sun is shining down on you. But this is it's a sweet melony, and I don't like melon, but somehow they made this melon smell so good that I want to wear it. And I think it's because it has the ginger and the incense. So it is a very complex, very interesting yet summery vibe fragrance. So this isn't necessarily your classic where it's got all those things like the coconut and everything, but I put it in here because his name's Sun and it was coming in here. But it definitely gives you this is for the person who likes to be a little different. If you don't want to be like coconutty and everything, and you want to give off a little bit of a sunny summer vibe, this is a good one because that melon and them solar notes and that lime give it a light brightness, a little sweet, juicy vibe. But then you've got the violet and the ginger and incense giving it a much more unique and interesting take on summer fragrances. Next up on the sun train is Sun Goddess by Musicology. Y'all, this is a white floral. It is orange blossom. It is jasmine, but it also has the frangipani on top, which gives it that nice tropical feel to it. And then it has heliotrope, vanilla, and sandalwood. So the heliotrope gives it a nice little powderiness, right? And then, of course, the vanilla and the sandalwood. The vanilla really helps to make it much more balanced. It balances out all those florals, and the sandalwood of course gives it a creamy woodiness, which is perfect with this vibe. This is real talk. I wanted to buy this because Demi Rollins said this was going to be the fragrance of the summer a few years ago, and I caught it on a good deal because I wanted to get it before it became too expensive. And as you can see, I did put a dent in her that year. And she is just really gorgeous and beautiful, and just a really nice white floral with a hint of tropical vibe for the summertime. So yeah, this is more for a person who, especially for somebody who's dipping their toe into these type of fragrances, this would be a perfect one to start with, because it'll give you a little tropical floral vibe with white florals, but that vanilla and the sandalwood and that heliotrope balance it out and make it a much easier vibe than some of the more in your face summer fragrances. Okay, so that was the top 10. However, I got some honorable mentions. So don't judge me. We know we have to call it top 10. So we got to do honorable mentions. Okay, and finally, here are my honorable mentions. It's going to be two of them because they're a little sad. So this is, of course, Sex and the Sea by Francesca Bianchi and Sex and the Sea Neroli by Francesca Bianchi. For Sex and the Sea, I'm just going to pop in my last conversation about Sex and the Sea. I've talked about it a lot lately. So here we go with my Sex and the Sea vibe, because I'm working smarter, not harder. Now, this one is, of course, when you are on this is a sexier version of beach. This is a very in your face, very just femme fatale beach vibe. This is when you are wearing that bikini or one piece, depending on how you feel, with a cute little sarong, and you just, you are walking through and you're coming to the beach, maybe on a beach date. And this would be perfect for a beach date, especially if this is your first summer with somebody and you're going to be doing a beach date. And don't worry, I'm going to be doing a whole date series. Sex in the Sea by Francesca Bianchi. Y'all, Francesca, this is, I always say, this is, of course, you need to try these out, because they ain't for everybody. But Sex in the Sea is this is one of her lighter ones, but it is fruity. It has the pineapple and coconut in it. So it's giving you a tropical, summer vibe. It's giving you a summer vibe, but it is a Francesca Bianchi summer vibe. So it has civet in it. It has myrrh in it. It has sandalwood in it. It has some benzoin. So this is a very intense, but yet semi-erotic. It is called Sex in the Sea vibe. So this is perfect for a beach date. And like I said, especially if it's somebody you've been dating, y'all started dating and it's been cold outside, and this is y'all first beach date, this is y'all first summer together, Sex in the Sea. Sex in the Sea. That's all I'm saying. All right, so next up is Sex in the Sea Neroli. Now, this isn't quite as tropical as Sex in the Sea. So I'm doing this because, of course, I love both their names. So what happens is they've taken out the pineapple on this one. They left the coconut. Of course, it has neroli in it and honey. So those are some of the more, that's, the differences in it. So this one is more about the florals. More about the mimosa, more about the neroli, and that coconut gives it that vibe. Of course, she's got the civet and the iris, so it's still giving her It still has the Francesca Bianchi DNA, but like I said, this one, why do I have all this in my hand? Sex and the Sea is a lot more tropical because of that pineapple and everything. This one is this is a little more subdued. This is more classic Francesca Bianchi because of the neroli with honey and the coconut with the neroli and with the addition of neroli. Can I say it? With the addition of the neroli and the honey and taking out the pineapple, this becomes more of a classic Francesca Bianchi, where this one is a little departure because it is more tropical, giving that tropical vibe. So this is at the beach, vacation, Francesca Bianchi. But let me say, not Caribbean. I'm thinking more. She is from, she is European. This is definitely European beach vacation. Think Ibiza, think Greece, whereas Sex and the Sea Neroli is a little more French Riviera, Italian Riviera. This is a little more, this is a little more rich girl vibes, or this is a little more rich girl having fun vibes. All right, y'all. I'm good. All right, Host Squad Nation. Thank y'all for watching. As always, I appreciate your views. And as always, be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. Talk to you later.